What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about Masahiro Tanaka. Might be returning to the New York Yankees. Before we get started, I'm just going to tell you to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all of those nice things. Comment in the comment section what you want me to see, like what you want me to post. I'll certainly do that. And here we could see some Masahiro Tanaka highlights over his career in the MLB, which was 7 years. This past year, he spent his time in the KBO. Posted a 3.5 ERA, which in regular baseball, if he came back next year, he would probably pitch like a 4 to a 4.5, which is decent. You know, he could probably be like a 4 or 5 in the rotation, which is solid. You know, we don't need Tanaka to be that 1 or 2 type guy that we once thought he could be. We just need him to be a 3, 4, 5 type guy that could just go out there and eat innings for us, that could maybe give us a solid start in the playoffs. You know, with his playoff experience, it really helps out the Yankees a lot that he could help them in the playoffs. You know, they need help in the playoffs. Over the years, they have not been successful since 2009, and Masahiro Tanaka has been a big part of some of their major wins. He definitely has a clutch factor of being able to perform in the playoffs. His best numbers have came in the playoffs against really, really good teams. So with that said, it would really be a good advantage to take him back on the team. And this video is being made all due to a scout in the KBO said that he signed a 2-year deal with a club with a player option for this year. So the first year's over, so now he has a player option. And a scout said that he really wants to come back to the MLB, and of course, he wants to come back to the MLB for the New York Yankees. He doesn't want to go anywhere else but New York. He loves New York, and New York loves him. So I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be able to bring him back. I think a $7 to $8 million deal could get it done. Like I said, he's not a top-end rotation guy anymore, but he could be a 4 or 5. And, you know, that's what the Yankees would need. Posting a 3.52 ERA last season. Pretty solid in the KBO. You know, I said before it would translate to a 4.5, and that's completely fine. And he also he has everything for New York. You know, he patrols himself well, like he controls himself. He knows when to get hype, as you see in some of the clips, him screaming. And he knows when to be sophisticated and just be himself, and he does that well. He's built for New York, and he knows how to carry himself. He certainly does. He does not take the fans' thoughts into consideration. You know, obviously he gets mad at himself if he messes up, but he doesn't let it get into his head, and he just goes out there and performs day in and day out. And I think that's what the Yankees need. They need someone that's going to go out there every single day and just perform for them. And I think Masahiro Tanaka could really do that. I think the fans love him. I know me as a Yankee fan, I love Masahiro Tanaka. I would love to see him back in the Bronx. And I'm sure he would love to come back too. You know, he really shined in the playoffs, and I think he would love to come back to MLB and play with his former teammates, and his former manager, Aaron Boone, who also came back to the Yankees this season. But yeah, this could be one part of the big offseason the Yankees are having. There are rumors spreading of Matt Olson that I talked about in the last video, as well as Brian Reynolds, who is going to be an upcoming video, as well as Corey Seager and Carlos Correa in free agency. And they're also one of 8 teams talking to Max Scherzer. So they are going big. They're not playing around this offseason. The CBA might mess everything up, going to be out 2.5 months, but other than that, it looks like the Yankees are leaning towards a really good offseason, and Masahiro Tanaka will just make it even better, being in that rotation. Could eat like easily 150 to 200 innings, post up 150 strikeouts to 200 strikeouts would really be a great benefit. And you know, he could dominate. For all you know, he could put like a 3.2 ERA, but that's probably not likely. He'll probably put up about a 4 to a 4.2 ERA, and if he does come back. And like I said, just for Tanaka, that's good. Any other pitcher, if they're posting up a 4.2 ERA, that's not good. But Tanaka, I know, is going to limit the damage when it counts, and that's all you really need from a pitcher. And he does that, and he's a grinder. He's a gamer. He knows when to perform, and he knows when to do it well. And he is a great player. In the KBO, I'm pretty sure the season has ended, if I'm correct. So in that case, that means he would be available if he declines his player option. He would be available for an MLB team to sign, and I'm sure he wouldn't sign with any other MLB team. So Yankees would be aggressive towards him when wanting to bring him back. See ya.